Here we are. What is this? What is happening here?
I'll tell you what's happening.
I think are we live?
Yes.
Oh wow.
I don't know what's happening.
There's like it's
Is this Star Wars?
No, we're in a storm.
What's going on here?
Play some Mario Speedway.
Oh, we're starting live video. Here we go. Oh my God.
This is the only way to do this podcast.
Here we are. It is Car Con Carne, the world's only food podcast, recorded in a car. This has to stop. Hang on. This has to stop. How do I make this stop?
Just let it happen.
It's
Just
going
let
to
it
be what it's going to
happen.
be.
Bottom right.
Just
Looks pretty
let
good.
it happen.
Just hit finish in the bottom right and start over.
I'm not going to start over. This is going to be the lightning episode. In the car next to me, that's Abe Kanan right there. We're at Ricobene's on the south side. Bass is in the backseat, as is Tim Virgin. Now, Tim Virgin and Abe Kanan, repeat guests on Car Con Carne.
That's right. It's good to be back.
I have never been to Ricobene's, nor has Tim.
Nor has I.
Wait, what?
You've never been here.
Never
Oh
been
my
here.
God.
Dude.
All right, so
Can I tell you how torturous this is not to eat this thing right now?
This is the famous.
Bust it
bread
open.
sticks.
Yeah,
Can we eat
check
it?
this
Can
out.
we eat?
Oh, yeah, have at it.
All right, good.
Let
So-
the cherries pop and commence.
These sandwiches are world
my
famous.
God, dude.
Said to be the best in Chicago. The breaded steak sandwich. Oh, I have napkins, which I should bust out.
Best sandwich in the country at one point.
Oh my God.
Just like last time on Car Con Carne, I bring my own paper towels.
Yeah, that is super efficient.
And you have lightning eyes because of it.
Yeah, if you're seeing lightning effects, I don't know how to make them go away. It's all part of the fun. We look like superheroes. This is like our origin story happening right now
Yeah.
on camera.
Yeah.
This is so
eating
weird.
Sandwiches and being electrically lit up.
I should mention, as we were driving here, I was listening to my Google Play Music on Boost Mobile, and I took a really good picture of the Ricobene sign thanks to my Samsung Galaxy S8 phone, also courtesy of Boost Mobile.
It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
What's the strategy for this, Abe? How do you even...
Well, you have. I mean, this is going to be messy, regardless.
My mouth doesn't work like this.
I recommend you don't eat this in a car. You should be by a sink.
Yeah, right.
You should always be by a sink.
And you should not be on a date.
You should be able to take your shirt off too.
Right.
When I eat, I'm serious. I'm not joking. Like when I eat stuff like this, I always take my shirt off.
Oh my God.
This
Yeah.
is usually a privacy of the home.
Yeah,
kinda
because
slap fest.
because first of all, I don't like this shirt now is done for the day.
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't like the
I
smell of
purposely
food.
wore this shirt just so it could be another napkin.
Yeah, so it ruins the shirt. The smell of food.
I
So
agree.
do you do underwear, no shirt?
You gotta do
like-
underwear.
like boxer briefs.
He's not an animal. Come on.
Or as I would call it, my sleeping outfit.
Right. Right.
AKA.
Yeah, but there's no way you could eat this without it being disgusting. But it's delicious.
I'm already. Where's that ambulance call that was in front of us?
There was an ambulance right in front of our car.
Well, wait, what do you guys think?
This is
JVO?
delicious. This is delicious.
JVO, you make a podcast out of eating food like this. Where does this stand?
It's so good. The marinara sauce and the mozzarella cheese on top. I got sweet peppers on mine. Abe, they offered 3 different types of... Or not Abe. Dan, Bass. They offered 3 different types of peppers. You just said yes to all 3.
All 3.
Jalapenos, jardinera.
One of each.
Why are we even messing around?
Are you supposed to say jardiniere out here? You can't say
Yeah,
jardiniere. Jardiniere?
Well, that's why I say all of them, because I can't pronounce it. So I'd rather just say all of them and eat it all.
I'll
That
tell you...
SUV next to us is either my drug dealer or we're going to get stuck up.
Well, I am stuck in this thing like a can of sardines, so
God.
if we're getting carjacked, I'm going with.
The thing I love
Yeah,
about
joke's on him. I have nothing to give.
So there's only one Ricobene's left. There used to be a million location, not a million.
Really?
That's
There's a
right.
bunch
I
of
didn't know
locations.
that.
That's
There's
right.
the original and the last one across the street is a shady parking lot.
Yeah.
Right.
Where my
It
car
reminds
is.
me of going to the casinos in Gary, Indiana, where there's an 80% chance you'll leave with a flat tire.
Right.
It's the shadiest parking lot ever. If you could, I wish we could get the camera on that parking lot.
Let's move the lightning bolts this way. I can't really.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's shady. It's a
Sure.
shady parking lot. It's underneath train tracks. It's nothing good happens underneath train tracks.
If you look to the left, you'll see my car's tires getting put on cinder blocks.
Exactly.
but think about it.
Can I say something how I enjoy this?
Please.
Why the mozzarella cheese, the mozzarella cheese,
Yes, sir.
is probably the best cheese I've ever
Dude.
had melted. It can't be regular mozzarella because this is the most amazing cheese. And there's not a lot of breading, which is amazing.
I'm kind of
It's not
eating it like the
over-breaded.
bread's a bowl. I'm like eating it out of a bowl with a fork.
There really is.
This is so damn good. Oh, my gosh.
So good, man. This is supposed to be a 2-day sandwich, right? Or no?
Well,
This
no,
is
we
the
got the
small
regular.
one.
We got the regular. We didn't get the king. There's a size 1 bigger, which
What?
for a moment it sounded like Bass in the backseat was contemplating for tonight.
Oh,
No.
I was thinking about doing the wings on top of the fries.
What you out of your mind?
That's a real thing. They do buffalo
The
wings
only-
on fries.
Yeah, it's the only place I've ever had it where they actually serve you chicken wings on top of a bowl of fries,
Oh man.
which is a great idea, and I can't believe no one else
Do
stole
you
it.
notice everyone walking out of this place looks exactly the same?
Yeah, about
They're all
320.
300 pounds. They all have a heaping bag of food.
You know what? They're saying the exact same thing about us in this
No
car.
doubt, dude.
I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I gotta just take a break at least.
Come on.
This is so funny. The last time I ate with Virgin, we were at Epic Deli
Yeah.
in McHenry, and it pert near killed him.
I swear to God, I was gonna die. I didn't know what kind of coma I was gonna be put in, but it was either breading, cheese, gluten, or one of the 5 unfrued groups.
What
Something.
kind of world are we living in where suddenly I'm a bad influence on Tim?
Yeah.
It's like the Bizarro world. Now, I got to say, one of the reasons I wanted to have Abe and Bass in the car, Abe hosts the Abe Kanan on Hold podcast. You two talking, Abe and Bass, made me legitimately laugh out loud when I was in my car. I hate to ask people to repeat the stories, but can you repeat the story about what you do at Fogo de Chao?
Yeah. So Bass and I go to Fogo de Chao. We get there right when it opens. And first we start out and eat a lot together.
You can't not eat a lot there.
When
Yeah.
when he says a lot, I even started the salad bar.
What?
You can't do
Salad
salad
bar, you salad bar.
Yep.
Then you turn over the card to green, and you say yes to everything.
And when he says salad bar, he means like a heaping plate of mozzarella.
And the prosciutto.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what he gets. Like he's getting lettuce.
No.
Right? It's antipasta.
so
Have
we
you ever
eat-
seen a piece of lettuce come this way?
We eat for about an hour, and then we take turns going to the bathroom,
And then
which
flip-
we call pit stops.
We flip to red, and each one of us takes a turn. Making
And it's
room for
usually
the next
me because
round.
I have a very weak. Like this is like I may have to leave during this podcast to use the bathroom, and I'm not joking.
Abe's got the kind of bowels where one meal pushes up the other.
Exactly.
It's interesting.
It's like one of those Play-Doh makers.
Yeah, it's like that. That old. What was that old Jack LaLanne? That juicer when he sucked the carrot in.
Oh my
This
God.
is
my
this is a
God.
carrot.
That may have
This
just ruined
steak
my
sandwich
appetite.
is delightful right now.
But yeah, so we take turns. So I'll go to the bathroom. Right when I come back, he's ready to go. Then we eat again, and sometimes we take 2 rounds.
Not only am I ready to go, I'm pretty much pacing up and down the restaurant.
And you're sweating. It's what a disgusting feeling. And I love Brazilian steakhouses. You should do a car con carne from that.
I would love to, but just the idea that you guys take shit breaks
You have
at
to.
Fogo de Chao, like you are never capable of beating the buffet unless you take on a strategy like that.
Oh, you have to.
I'm dropping peppers.
Oh man, I'm sure there's been food dropping.
Dude, you gotta
yeah.
see what's happening in your Mazda 3 back here.
The greatest buffet of all time is called the BLT Steakhouse in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, no, my
It's at
fork.
Belly's Casino. It's $100, but it's all you can eat lobster, all you
Yeah.
can eat
Jesus.
steak,
No.
all you can eat prime rib, all you can eat crab legs. So I went with Roker,
Oh God.
and I was in the bathroom literally for 90 minutes while he was eating. And then at some point, I'm like, "Hey, just pay for it, and I'll pay you later." I couldn't leave. I mean, it was just like nonsense. And then I went back, I ate 6 lobster tails in about 9 minutes. I was
amazing.
eating lobster tails like chicken fingers, dipping them in butter.
Oh, the pain just
It was
feels-
delicious.
That sounds so amazing.
You know it's called IFB, right?
So I can't do it. I get stage fright. I can't do it in a
Really?
public place. No.
You don't go at work?
No.
Everyone else does.
I've trained my body.
Oh, I go to the 17th floor because that's where
I
the
do it
clean
too.
people-
Oh, that's a good
It's
strategy.
quiet.
The
I'm never
17th
going
floor
there
is
again
disgusting.
now.
The 17th
No,
floor
Why
is
should I have my own place?
No, it's quiet. It's
17th
clean.
floor is
Now I have to
gross.
find somewhere in the NBC tower that nobody's infected or infested or any kind of in thing done to it.
Let me ask you guys this. Where did you guys go to the bathroom at the Merchandise Mart? We worked at the Merchandise Mart.
Second floor.
Yep. Up the escalator, right?
Yeah, you have to have the code.
135 it was
That's
forever.
it.
135.
And they changed it to
That's it.
245.
Yeah.
You have to, anywhere you're at, you have to know. Like, for instance, still, I go to Export, the gym, mainly so I can always have access to a bathroom in many locations. It's a 24-hour gym. and
What about hotels?
It's hard to
No,
walk in.
this is brilliant. Finish what you were saying. The export.
You go to Export, and you always have access to a bathroom. And I've done anywhere you're at. There's an export on North and Wells. There's one on State Street. They're in
So
every
say you're in the
suburb.
burbs and you're like, man, I got to take a... Oh, look, I'm going to look for the closest export.
There it is, the Orland Park export.
Oh, my God.
And it's 24/7 and it's clean.
Oh, yeah.
He's right.
Not always clean.
He's right.
But here's since we're talking about bathrooms. I mean, I know it's not.
Air Base, lean in. We can't see you on the camera.
I know that's
Oh,
not my
sorry.
There
I'm
he is.
trying to
But
hide the fact that I'm slamming the sandwich.
here's one of the greatest strategies ever if you're using a bathroom, especially at the gym. So you take a paper towel, you take that what's that solution that you the solution that like clean the machines or like the hand sanitizer.
Purell?
No, the hand sanitizer, the Purell hand sanitizer. You spray it on the paper towel and you clean the toilet with the Purell. Mm-hmm. It's the greatest, and as cheese is just dripping out of your mouth.
I know.
It's the greatest thing ever. You get a perfectly clean bathroom every time.
That's
Where
amazing.
can they hear your podcast?
What's that?
Mine?
Abe's.
Oh, just iTunes or AbeKanan.com.
I was a fan. Can I tell you, James? And I know this is your podcast.
Let's talk
But
about...
I was a super fan when I lived in California. And these guys will tell you when they were on the Howard Stern
Sure.
network. They were my favorite radio show to listen to every day.
And did you live in San Diego at the
I
time?
lived in San Diego at the time and LA. And I would drive back and forth from LA to San Diego, and I would listen to their recaps. I was like a super fan, and I never thought I'd get that way.
That's
and I
awesome.
get so emotional sometimes, and I text them, and I knew they weren't even on the air together at that point. But I was so angry at him or Bass or Mano. I was actually one of them. I was so angry that I was so emotionally into it. It's one of my favorite podcasts
That's
ever.
interesting because when we did the show, it was like we were the only show that wasn't in New York.
Right.
We did it at a JBTV studio, so it wasn't like people were listening around us. We were just in this hidden studio, and then
Where does the
You
money
almost
for
forget.
JBTV come from?
I have no idea.
Dude,
He must be rich.
He's absolutely rich.
His
independently
rent there
wealthy.
is like, it has to be $10,000 a month.
yes. State-of-the-art facility.
His place is like the size of our radio station.
I want to say hi to Lindsay Marie.
hey,
Luke,
She just shared the video. It's
Luke Midair, who is probably pleased as punch that she's not part of this right now.
Oh, uh-huh.
She's jealous.
She's
Where
excited.
would she fit in here?
She's jealous.
Well, she's not getting those cool lightning effects.
No.
So one more shitty food topic. Another thing I learned from the Abe Kanan on Hold podcast. You, Abe, and Bass talked at length about the new sandwich at Burger King.
yes.
Really, you position it as a work of art. So we had an event at Joe's Live Friday night. It was our Next to Rock Chicago Finals. I got myself a fried chicken sandwich there. It was really filling.
Yeah.
Delicious. And on my way home, I maybe was a little hungry, maybe had a little room for something else. I passed by Burger King. It's like midnight. I'm like,
You had a fried chicken sandwich at Joe's.
oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I was full. Past Burger King around midnight. I'm like, well, Abe
Gotta
and Bass
do
said
it.
I should try it.
Got to do it.
Did
What-
it?
Yeah. Wait,
Wow.
What's the sandwich called?
The farmhouse.
The Farmhouse.
Wow.
What happened?
I felt disgusting afterward. It was.
But that's me after every meal. So
Yeah,
that's-
I mean, it's this huge like patty with like something resembling a fried egg, and there's bacon on it. And
yeah, onion rings.
Yes, onion rings on the burger.
Now,
Did you get extra mayo like I said? you
No,
should?
I did not get extra.
Oh,
mayo.
it'll help it go down.
was the egg runny at all, or was it like a breakfast kind of an
It was
egg?
like a
where-
bre- It's like
no,
a-
it's a hybrid.
Yeah, it was like a breakfast sandwich egg.
It's
Okay.
a hybrid. 'Cause
Okay.
There is a visible yolk actually.
Because the whole
But it
point,
doesn't move.
Because the whole point of a fried egg is for that yolk.
Yeah, to come
the gravy,
dribbling
that's
down
impossible.
like
Yeah.
au cheval.
So what did you
Exactly.
think?
What's that?
So what's the verdict?
It was delicious. I didn't need it when I had it. It seems like drunk food to me.
Oh, it was delicious.
Well, so everything at Burger King. Is.
So when
How
when
dare
I
you.
when I went there at midnight on a Friday, they said, "Oh, all we have is chicken and fish." They said, "We don't have no beef." I said, "What?"
How's
They're
that
like,
possible?
"Oh, we're cleaning the machine."
Which is
Apparently,
code for
there's some beef machine they clean, and they clean the beef machine at midnight on a fucking Friday. Friday at midnight. Will you sell more Whoppers than Friday at midnight?
Exactly.
My God.
Which means
Oh.
one of their employees quit 35 minutes earlier
Oh,
and
yeah.
violated it somehow.
Exactly.
Violated the
And,
meat
and,
machine.
and why would it take 4 hours to
Violating the
clean
meat machine was Tim's first amateur
that
movie, by the way.
was it. Thank you, James.
that was
Thank you.
that was a favorite.
Just gonna eat this breaded meat.
Yeah, I need to stop the Facebook Live so I can eat this sandwich and not totally shame myself in the process.
Why?
I was saying, let's just keep it going.
And, well, I'm the one sitting right in front of the camera.
Yeah,
Well, that's why it makes
yeah,
it
Bass,
perfect.
you're hiding. We
Yeah.
can't see.
There's like
everybody.
There's 3,524 people watching us right now. Are you going to disappoint them?
Yeah.
And the
Oh, look
best
at that.
part is, you
Only
can't even really
23
see
people
me.
watching.
There's lightning
Why
bolts
did you
hanging
say
out my
that?
face.
So thank you for watching on Facebook Live this podcast episode with Bass.
Hey!
Bass. Tim Virgin and Abe Kanan will be available next week on carconcarne.com. Please, by all means, tell a friend.
Help.
Abe talking about eating a sandwich without a shirt on.
This is amazing.
Oh, my God.
It's
I'm not
gold.
joking. I really do.
Well, the problem, you know what the funny part is? It's not a joke.
Right.
It's like,
That's what I do.
You know what, though? I will agree with him. That is a very comfortable way to do it.
Oh, my God.
I'm at my apartment by myself. Who gives a fuck?
No, you're right. There's no sweat. There's no stains. It's
best
just
sandwich
business.
in the world, bro.
Totally.
We're eating it.
This is ridiculous.
That's a hard fucking thing to say, man. A best sandwich in the world. Let's think about that. And the USA Today said that. That's pretty fucking huge.
That's a large
Oh, yeah.
statement.
That's like the Michelin star of fucking food, like sandwich.
This is. I can't imagine eating the king size. I can't.
Who the fuck does that?
Everyone.
I debated it.
Everyone else who comes here.
I debated it.
Oh, God.
I can do this every day.
I don't know what I'm going to do with myself afterwards.
So, for Thanksgiving, I went to my mother-in-law's.
You told me to-
Yes.
For dessert, she served a cake, which was pear, caramel, and chocolate ganache.
You say hair?
Ooh,
Pear, like
Oh, pear.
the fruit.
that sounds fantastic.
It's
was-
ganache noodles.
No.
Oh,
It's like a chocolate frosting-y thing.
gotcha.
It was disgusting. I hate the taste of fruit and chocolate together. What? So, we had an early dinner. No one touched the dessert. It's like 7:30 on Thanksgiving night. I decided it was my job to save Thanksgiving. So I drove to the Baker's Square in Wilmette
Yes.
15 minutes before it closed.
French
Yes.
soak?
No, I wanted pumpkin pie because it was fucking
I
Thanksgiving.
saw that picture of your car in the drive-thru.
I was going to save Thanksgiving. So I go up to the front counter at Baker's Square, order a pumpkin pie, and the guy behind
And
the
they were
counter...
open on Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Well, and the guy said, "Oh, are you getting a pie for Thanksgiving?" I said, "No, I just came back from dinner. We had a pear and caramel cake." And he just looked at me and said, "What the hell?" I said, "Exactly." He's like, "Oh, yeah, you definitely need a pumpkin pie."
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, did you guys have nice holidays? Did you eat pumpkin pie?
No, I had some kind of ice cream cake.
Costco sells a
Did you?
$5 pumpkin pie.
Yeah, with like...
That's easily the size of this car, and I do it every time.
Nice.
Is it good? Is
It's
it?
fantastic.
I
Everything
love
from Costco's good.
let me tell you, I'm a fan of Costco products.
Everything.
And their bakery, I'm fine with all of it. I had pumpkin pie. I actually had cheesecake.
Oh, the
Pumpkin.
cheesecake pumpkin pie?
Yes.
That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite.
I had
love
cheesecake
that.
pumpkin pie.
That's
and
the
they
best.
had pineapple pumpkin pie at my friend Eric's mom's house
Whoa.
on the south side. So, south side bringing it is all I'm saying with the dessert this year.
Let's move away from dessert for a second. Am I the only one who thinks turkey is overrated?
No.
I ate turkey.
I
Oh,
hate
yes, you
turkey.
are. I love turkey.
I didn't eat any turkey.
I love
It's
turkey, but I
horrible.
think, yeah.
I made another turkey last night.
Did you? Because
Yes.
you were just in
I
the
love
turkey
it.
yourself?
I love it. Because
I think it's versatile. I think it could be used. I think it's scary that it could be used in 3 or 4 different dishes within a week's period afterwards. It's kind of scary if you think about it.
Well, usually, when I go to I was telling James a story earlier that whenever I go to, like, someone's house for Thanksgiving, somebody else makes the bird usually like the day before or the morning of. So when they get there, they reheat the turkey.
Yeah.
And it's dry as shit, and all you're doing is pouring gravy over it. But when you make it yourself and you do it the way you want to, I did the whole Gordon Ramsay, shoved like a pile of butter in between
Oh,
the skin.
nice.
and the
yeah.
Oh, you
breast.
did it in between the skin?
I did.
Oh.
I zested a lemon last night. For the
What?
first time. I went all out, and it was
Yeah.
like the best turkey I've ever had.
I watched Viceland, and they said, just cook that son of a bitch. Put some salt and pepper on it and quit fucking with it. Seriously, you people.
Butter.
Shoving shit in.
Butter.
I'm like,
How about deep frying? Have you guys ever deep fried turkey?
I never.
I own a
did.
deep
We had
fryer.
it.
It's awesome.
I had it Thanksgiving.
This Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I had a deep fried. They had a deep fried one and a grilled one, and they were both.
Ooh,
I have
grilled.
to say, the grilled was more delightful.
Wait, how do they do the grilled one?
They took it and cut it in half, not in half totally. They took the one spine or something like that, and they lay it flat.
That's
put
what
a
I was
brick
wondering.
on it.
Spatch?
Wait,
And you
hang
put
on.
a brick on it.
Yeah.
You put a brick
Spatchcocking.
on it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
and it was amazing.
See, that's what
And
I
it
want to
cooks
make
like in an hour. Yep,
Oh,
the best way
man.
to do it.
I smoked a
Best way to do
turkey.
it, cut
I'm
it.
down if you're down, Abe. Turkeys are real cheap
Yeah,
now.
let's do that.
I smoked a turkey a couple years ago. Spatchcocked it,
Yep,
which basically means you break all the joints.
you break all the joints.
so it
you lay
lays flat. And
it's the
cooks
best way to
quickly,
cook it.
evenly. It was the best turkey I ever had.
Yeah, if you don't care about it coming out looking like a bird, who cares?
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Yeah, it doesn't look like a Norman
So
Rockwell.
some asshole could
Yeah, it
carve
doesn't look like a Rockwell painting at all.
Some asshole is okay, time for me to carve the turkey.
Yeah, no, that's
Just go,
stupid
okay,
shit
you
anymore,
dickhead.
man. You can cut it in quarters that way too, and it's so easy. You just cut it through the bones, slap it on people's plate, and the smoke taste. It's just so much. Anything on a grill is better.
Oh,
It really
anything
is.
on a grill
Always.
is
It
better.
really is.
That's a true statement.
It's a
Anything.
true statement. And by the way, don't buy cheap grills. If you're going to really invest in anything in your life,
Dude,
buy a
all you-
Weber.
Well,
Right, all you need is a
Any-
Weber kettle. That's it.
anytime-
Nice
Weber.
big Weber kettle.
Anytime you have actual flames touching food, I'm down.
It's
Oh, yeah.
so amazing.
I'm
It's just
down.
like that with burgers. I miss my favorite tasting meat is
Charcoal.
the charcoal tasting. Anywhere in Chicago that has
Agreed.
actual
Oh, yeah.
charcoal flamed anything
Yeah.
is so amazing. I don't know what it is. It's just amazing.
Well, it's the way meat's supposed to be cooked,
Yes.
over an open flame.
Caveman
Not
like.
this
Exactly.
bullshit in a pan.
Yeah, you're right.
Think about how weird that is. You're putting just a pan, like a piece of iron,
It's
and the
very
flame,
true.
the flame is touching the iron.
And you got to put stuff in it to make it cook because it can't just cook against the iron itself.
So what you're basically doing is you're on a hot summer day in Chicago. You're putting the burger on the hood of your car.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much
much.
what you're doing.
I don't
right?
know. I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds appetizing to me.
How dare you.
That sounds great.
I completely stand by Weber's greatest hits.
Yes.
Everything I've made in that cookbook is,
Yeah.
I tell you, man,
If you
Weber's
follow
got
it-
it down.
Agreed.
if you follow it step by step, you will have perfect food.
I'm sure you can find like a Bentley of barbecue grills or whatever, but the caddy and always go to, you just buy a Weber. You can buy the cheapest one for like $300. Save up.
I don't know
it.
why people don't do charcoal grills.
Charcoal grills aren't made because they
Oh, I
think it
don't-
takes too much time. Because we're ADD.
All
We're in
you
a
need-
world that we
Well,
can't wait for
the
it
i-
to get going.
All you need
know,
is a
the-
chimney.
The real issue is with the charcoal grill is that once you're done with it, and it's still going. You're like, oh man, I wish I had more food to put on top. of it.
Always.
I'm done.
Always.
And then you're like, well, that's like a $5 bag now gone to waste. And all I want is
I think
3 hot dogs.
I think a gas grill is fine.
the
gas
gas grill,
grill's
you turn it off and you're ready to go back again.
Yeah, you put a little box with wood chips in there. It gets the
That
same
is
effect.
good. That's good.
I had a gas grill probably 10
Wait, you
years
put
ago.
wood chips in your gas grill?
Yeah, you
No,
put it in
you
an
buy a
iron
smoker
box.
box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had a gas grill a few years ago, and there was a leak in one of the cables that went to the
shit.
flame.
Oh, it didn't.
Oh, yeah. Whole grill caught fire right by my back door.
No.
Oh,
Wow.
Had to call the fire department
What?
because
Be a man, James. Throw your body on it like we would have.
oh, my God. I couldn't find I knew I had a fire extinguisher somewhere. Couldn't find it.
Oh, you're not going to find it.
So
then.
I'm running up and down. 2 fire trucks come. My son, this was 10 years ago. My son is, God, 5 or 6 years old. He thought it was the greatest day of his life.
Of course.
The day the fire trucks came to the Van Austel house, and, they're in the backyard. The whole backyard smells like chemicals. It looks like,
Like a
winter
foam-
in Siberia.
Like a foam party went down in Germany at a
That's
techno
right.
party.
Not my first foam party. But ever since then, I went with the Weber kettle. And, I never looked back. I love it.
I'll tell you this: you'll never understand the power of fire until you're around it.
Oh my God!
For real.
Yeah.
Like, my grill set on fire because I didn't clean it, and there was all this like loose meat ends and shit that just caught on
Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
It was a huge flame, and I have a wooden deck.
Oh, shit.
Oy.
So luckily, it burnt all the hair off my arm. That's how.
Which
close
is
it
a
was.
horrible smell.
It's a
Oh,
horrible
worse.
smell.
Brutal.
And there's little pieces. It looks weird. It looks like it almost
Little
looks like.
fuzz
ash.
balls.
You ever see
It's
those?
like ash.
You ever see those dirty people who don't wash their necks? They have all that shit around their neck.
Oh my
That's what
God,
it looks like
dude!
on your
You're
arm.
getting.
That's what it looks like. But yeah. So once you feel the power of fire, like my mom's neighbor, their whole back porch set on fire,
Oh, Jesus.
and you don't realize the damage it could do.
I finished my sandwich. Did everybody else make all gone?
I
dude,
I slammed it during the Facebook Live.
I just threw my garbage and made it into the garbage can.
Oh,
out
there's a
your window,
garbage
bro.
can right there. Nice.
Right out the window, bro.
Tim, you didn't finish yours.
Yes, I did.
Oh,
No,
you did?
absolutely I did.
No,
I
you
just
did.
did. I did. He saw
I
it.
vouch it.
And let me tell you something. I'm going to use that card where they cut my stomach in half. And yes, I did finish it, even though I have a stomach.
You're an example
you
to us
people.
all. You're an
Yeah.
inspiration.
Wait, so you got the gastric bypass surgery? but
No,
you're
I did
No,
not.
I know. But I'm saying you got something.
This is
something,
good for podcast. Should we talk about it? I'm
You
fine
got
with it.
you got
Yes.
something similar to help you
Wait,
with your health.
Tim, do you want to talk about this or not?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm fine with it. I had my stomach for years. I was bleeding somewhere. They couldn't figure it out. Long story, extra short. They found out my stomach was herniated in front of my heart and lungs. So there's a little hole where your esophagus connects to your stomach. It was pulled through that hole and pulled up into my chest. Okay.
So think about that. What kind of pain were you in every day?
It's not even the pain. It's like acid reflux at everything.
Oh.
Anything I would eat was acid reflux because your throat, your esophagus isn't supposed to have any stomach acid in it. Well, my stomach is in my throat.
Oh my God.
So there's no
You must have been, like,
no
throwing
place
up
to
every
stop
meal.
it all the time. I throw up all the time. So the problem of it is you have to get that pulled back through that hole, put down in your stomach. Well, all that acid burning my esophagus made my esophagus like a quarter of an inch long. You can't stretch it after it's been scarred so much. So they had to take my stomach and cut it in half, make an esophagus out of part of my stomach, pull the rest of my stomach through the hole, and back down. And we're at this great steak sandwich place, everybody.
No, don't you?
Sounds like you made a lot of room.
Let me ask you this, Sim.
It's the best place to practice.
Okay, you know what a type 2 diabetic is, right?
Yes.
Someone who likes eating ribs.
Yes.
Right? a type 1 diabetic is a guy who actually their body cannot produce insulin.
Right.
They have an issue where they're going to die.
Yes.
Right.
They need help.
Right.
They were born this way, right?
Yep.
And then some asshole who can't stop eating Ricobene sandwiches
Right.
gets the same condition, right?
Yeah.
So now someone who was about to die, had to get this stomach thing. Does it piss you off when people get like a stomach stapling just because they can't stop eating?
Yeah, it kind of does now that I think about it.
Because really, it's a similar procedure.
I couldn't. It just happened to me. Like, yeah, it's true. I know. It
But
does
it's like-
make. It's like it's one of the 7 deadly. What are the things? What are the 7 sins? What's the gluttony part?
Gluttony, yeah.
I mean, it's full gluttony at that point if you have to do that. You have to really get your. But
Oh, yeah.
it's an evil thing, though. But look, this food is so good. It's an addiction. I get it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's an
Tight
addiction.
wire on that one.
Now, are you guys pros? Did you all take a Prilosec before we did this?
No,
I did.
I didn't have to anymore because I got a new inside.
Oh, so you're clean,
Oh
right?
man, I can eat anything again. I went to the Mayo Clinic, bro. They're the greatest doctors in the world.
You have
It
a
was
child's
insane.
stomach now.
Yes, I do.
If you think that my insides,
But I'm still fat, so I don't understand it.
If you think
twink
that my
stomach.
insides aren't seasoned for a night like this, Abe, you don't know
Oh,
me
yeah.
very well at all.
Yeah.
You're
I have
set
been
up.
practicing for a night like this for the last 25
You
years.
guys,
telling
I
you
was a
guys.
serious mess for it. And if you guys have that, like, if you get sick like that, it's not it's a bad thing, man. I go to bed every night just throwing up.
Well, here's the thing, Tim. I've watched you, and I've known that you've not been feeling well for a while.
Yeah.
The thing that blows my mind about your situation, I realize this is true of so many people. There is so much art to medicine, not a lot of science sometimes.
No.
A lot of guesswork, and people couldn't figure out what was wrong with you.
Yeah, I had like 10 or 12 doctors, Northwestern, John Hopkins, like the biggest and the best, like all the way in San Diego. They're guys and whatever those guys
You
were
had
there.
to have been close to death, right?
Oh no, it was bad. It got to the bad point where it was like I had to keep getting like blood transfusions and stuff, and nobody knew. I didn't tell anybody because it's embarrassing. You don't know what to tell people. And I would come into work and I'd be like pissed off some days, or you're just fighting being sick every day, and then you think that everybody thinks that you're what is it where you think you're sick all the time? A hypochondriac.
Hypochondriac, yeah.
So you go through all those emotions and stuff till the doctor tells you one day and figures it out within 20 minutes, which pisses you off so much. The guy that found
where
out
you
was
been?
Mayo Clinic. He's from Ireland. He goes, "Look at what your stomach is, man. Holy fuck." And I was like, "Yeah, man, like, look."
No one
And
thought to
within
take
20
an
minutes,
X-ray?
he knew where to go, how to do it, and it was like an angel like came down. And it was pretty crazy, man. I wouldn't be alive in another year after that.
That's crazy.
That is unbelievable.
Crazy.
Well, you had no white blood cells, right?
I had no. I mean, well, it's because you're losing blood so slowly.
Yeah.
They can't find where it is, and so they keep giving you. They think you're just anemic, so they keep giving you iron infusions, which are you have to sit with like chemo patients and get like bags of iron, like week after week until like your blood builds up again. And all you're doing is band-aiding the situation.
Right.
It's like you're putting a Band-Aid on the hole, but it's
Yeah.
still pushing the blood out. You're like,
Yeah, it's like.
and then when you have no blood in your body, you can't think. You feel like really lethargic. I used to sleep through 3 alarms.
Whoa.
So I would go to bed at like 8 o'clock at night to make sure I would just get up by noon to be on the air at
Jesus.
2. That's how crazy it was.
you would
sometimes.
sleep like 16 hours?
Oh my God, it was insane. You can't stop your body from doing it. It's just, it goes into like a, It goes like into like a bear goes into hibernation. There's nothing happening inside.
I have a 3-year-old, and 16 hours of sleep sounds great. I gotta tell you.
Just trade in all your white blood
I don't remember the last time, James. You have
Get
kids.
rid of your blood. Maybe
I don't remember the last time I slept more than 6 hours.
It gets better. It definitely. I threw a wrench into my life by getting a puppy.
Yeah, James is like, look how cute this is. I'm like, oh man, good luck with that,
5 in
buddy.
the morning, walking.
But previous to the puppy, I was sleeping maybe 8 hours a night.
How's the puppy doing now? Is it getting
Huge.
The puppy's great. Look, I intentionally got a lazy breed. I had Labradors for years who are puppies.
They want to
until
run
they're-
around?
Oh my God, they're puppies till they're like 6 years old. They're hyper. They destroy every fucking thing in the house. I got a Bernese Mountain Dog. This is a dog that literally just wants to sit on the couch.
Yeah. Don't they rescue people or those St. Bernards?
Those are St. Bernards. They have the rum around their neck.
Yeah, they have the martini can.
Right. You know, Bass, I wanted to mention to you, this is a little late. I didn't catch you in the moment. Charles Manson, that one really hurts.
2017's really taking out our favorites.
Is that what you said, Bass?
No,
On social media,
Did he really say that?
you know what? I meant to text you that too. Damn it.
Bass and I have noticed, on social media, people get so maudlin about people they've never met.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever a celebrity dies, the dude from Steely Dan, that one really hurts.
Yeah.
Fuck you, 2017.
Yeah. Well, the funniest thing is, I remember I've said that before. I'm like, God, all these people are mourning all these people's deaths. I mean, like Chris Cornell. Then I went to Virgin. I'm like, why do people care about Chris Cornell? And Virgin goes, yeah, I was friends with that guy. I used to hang out with him. You're the only one that can say this hurts.
Yeah, but it's not hang out.
You're the only one.
You were always around him when you. James knows this. I mean, you guys all know this. Being on, Cow Show and stuff, Abe. Like, you meet these people, then sometimes you go out to dinner with them, and you have like a day or two with them, and then they'll hit you up every now and then when like the record comes out. So
no,
it's not like I was hanging out.
No, that doesn't happen to any of us.
Yeah,
sorry. That's never happened to me.
Not once.
The only person who said that to me is the wrestler X-Pac.
This is my 17th
And that's
year
not
in
even
radio,
true. That's a lie, too.
And the only person I ever got like hit up by was like the roadie for Fall Out Boy.
No, you got hit up by Exhibit. You got hit up by Exhibit.
Exhibit likes you, bro.
And
That's
Sendog.
true.
Sendog from Cypress Grove.
Sendog. I was even worked with Sendog at the
Sendog,
record company.
anytime Sendog
He
comes
won't
out,
even know my name at this
He
point,
always-
but he knows you, though.
he always texts Bass. Yo, Bass,
He knows, but yo, Bass, what's
I'm
up?
at this shitty bar for an after set.
Yeah, man, you
true.
want to roll up one for,
Yeah.
come one for the, yeah.
Come on
I can-
through.
Fair enough.
Come on,
Fair
Chief.
enough.
No, but the fake outrage when someone dies. Like
Yeah,
I never post anything when someone dies. And like if my family member died, how come these people don't give a shit when their uncle dies? But when like who just died? Did Skippy?
David Cassidy.
David Cassidy.
Charles Manson.
Yeah.
I remember watching TV and seeing David. It was just like one of my little brothers. Damn you, 2017.
You're with the Angels now.
It's because of
Rest in
you I
glory.
decided to get up and become an accountant.
Rest in glory,
Now,
my
I don't
brother.
want to say anything right now because now I'm going to go back and look at my Facebook page just in case I wrote anything.
Dimebag Darrell, rest in glory, my brother.
Yeah, brother, it's been 13 since we've seen you.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Bro, it's been 19 years since I lost Dime. Shut the fuck up. You didn't lose Dime. He doesn't give a shit about you. Rest in glory, my brother. I know he's up there right now. No, if this whole heaven and hell system works, Dimebag probably didn't make it upstairs.
Yeah,
Right.
probably
I'm
did
just guessing. He might have. Who knows?
At best, he's hanging around in that purgatory
Yeah,
floor.
exactly. At best, he's in
Waiting
purgatory.
for his number.
He's at purgatory with like Kurt Cobain and John Ritter or some shit.
Trading off heroin needles.
He's not upstairs. He's hanging out with Lane Staley right now.
How did John Ritter end up with Kurt Cobain?
I don't know, I just
He was
Don't
all that
you
was
worry.
wholesome and pure.
Don't ask.
He
And by
lived-
the way,
he lived with
John,
two girls.
you were special to me in my heart. That Three's Company episode were
Some
you
creep is
and
walking up on us. This guy
I know
with
that
guns?
guy's walking up.
He's in all army fatigue.
Yeah, he's got fatigues.
Oh, your
South side of Chicago, home of bread and
I
steaks.
just realized Tim's
Hold on.
windows.
I gotta roll the window up. That
Bread and
dude.
steaks and carjacking.
When you're wearing all forest camo in the
Maybe we should
city.
move the car.
Look at James.
Card
looking-
called Carne.
sure he's
Yo,
very
it
nice.
bros. Everybody's safe. I got my CCW license last weekend.
Yeah. And he's got a new stomach, and he's not afraid to use it.
That's right. Was it easy to get?
No, No, it's not. I went to people don't know CCW's concealed carrier thing.
Do you have a gun on you right now?
No, you can't for another until I get the actual license sent to me. But
So when
you
you
have
get
to
the
go
license,
through training.
you could like literally have the gun on you at all times.
Absolutely.
Except the places that say no guns.
Yeah, except the
Right,
owners.
you can't bring those
There's
in
the
there.
owners
So
that
every
say don't
place-
bring guns in here,
Yeah.
which are the people that usually go, "Why wasn't anybody here when they shot me in the face?" And you're like, "Okay, well
What
that's
if it's
fine."
concealed? How do they know if you have a gun on you?
Right.
It's true.
They're
You
gonna
have to
find out.
legally conceal. I went to a guy who was like, taught the state troopers for 40 years, and he's got the buzz haircut, and he was pretty serious. So it was pretty scary at times, but I know the law better than anybody else because of that man. So here you go.
I always thought it was weird. The people that say there's
Can I tell you what I learned going to concealed carry class? You can never use a fucking gun ever, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Really, basically, until somebody's got you by the throat, punching your skull
Yeah.
out.
Right.
And even if they don't have a weapon at that point, you're not really sure if you're ever going to even use it then.
Also, they're like, make sure your gun isn't loaded. Make sure it's in a case under the bed. Like, there's a robber in your house. You're gonna go under
wait
the
a
bed.
second, bro. Don't go anywhere. Look, I'm just going to say this, and I'll say this. People have their beliefs, so guns are good and bad, whatever. Here's the bottom line. If you do believe in guns and you have one and somebody is entering my house and they are going to come walk towards me, I will shoot them and make sure that they don't show up for court.
But
That's the only reason. That's basically the only way you can do it.
wouldn't you be better
Couldn't have
off?
put it better on a bumper sticker.
Yeah, I can't remember. Right.
Wouldn't you be
Seriously.
better off having a good sound system in your bedroom and playing a gun sound effect?
Yeah, that would work too, man.
Get out, motherfucker!
Here's the
Like,
best
like
time.
Home
Here's the
Alone.
best, too. Here's the best.
I'm gonna
If
count to 10.
If there's somebody that breaks into your house, this is state of Illinois, breaks into your house, comes towards you, has a gun, you think your life is threatened, you need to shoot them there. Because if they turn around and start running away and you shoot them,
Oh yeah.
you go to jail.
Right.
What if they turn around and run and you trip them or something?
Like what if you have a rake in the bedroom and they step on the rake and
I mean, how many times do you ever hear somebody go, I mean, I've heard it a couple of times in the news lately, but there's not many times where you're like, guy blows a burglar's head off and everything's good.
No, it's rare.
It's rare.
rare, totally rare.
A paint can hits him in the head.
Yeah, something like that. Or somebody screams and they run.
I'm gonna kill this fucking kid.
I mean, there's not many people that rob
Mom.
a house and
You
then want to
mother-
take.
Mom, what are you
kill this
doing?
kid.
They don't go in there and go, hey, let's rob the house and let's take a couple hostages just in case.
Yeah.
Because I just want that flat screen. It's not really going to happen.
They're not worried about hostages.
Let them have the flat screen. Let them have whatever they want. Get the F out of the house. Or,
I have never touched a gun in my life.
I haven't either. I've never shot one, touched
look,
one.
and I want to be
want
honest
to.
about
I have
this.
touched one. I've never shot one.
I grew up around guns. I grew up around a lot of hunters. I grew up that's what my dad and his family grew up doing that. They go to Canada, whatever. But I shot a deer one time and I'll never ever shoot a deer again.
Was it traumatizing?
Yeah, well, because the deer didn't die. And then I had to chase the deer. And by the way,
good.
we didn't have four-reelers back then to chase a deer a mile and a half. You walked your fat ass through the brush and everything. You finally get to the
What, do
poor
you follow
thing's
the
looking
blood-
at.
you follow
poor
the blood trail or what?
Yeah, you get poor thing's looking at you, and then you got to kill it. And I kind of froze when I looked at it. My dad took his pistol out and shot the deer, and I was like, wow, that's I don't want to do that again. And then you got to clean the
So
insides
did we go
out.
home now? What do we?
Then you got to clean the insides
That was
out.
so
and then you gotta kill-
traumatizing until I started salt and peppering it, and it was delicious.
Yeah, no, it was delicious. And I get it, but, and we would always eat it, whatever we shot, whatever. And I'm not against it. I just don't dude, I like shooting targets. I
maybe-
skeet and trap
maybe-
shoot. I shoot,
It's hard to look at eyes looking at you when you're about to
Yeah,
shoot
man.
these
I'm
guys.
like, I'll shoot quail and duck, and some people get mad at that and whatever. But for some reason, it's not a thing that I want to do. I don't care. I'm not against it, but whatever. But I love doing tactical games like that where you shoot cool stuff and shoot
like a
targets and
watermelon.
stuff.
You know what I've never understood? You know those laser tag games that are done like military war games?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
I think the people who do those are fucking crazy.
They're crazy though.
Yeah.
They're out of the know. They're way into it, dude. There's these new things that they're supposed to teach, police officers. But the gun company Glock makes these guns that have actual little bullets in it with little paint ends, and you shoot each other. They're real Glocks, and you can shoot each other.
Oh, wow.
And the little
Nope.
Glock thing, paint gun, it hits you, but they're safe and whatever. But
Yeah, right. Then it's like
at
Brandon
that point,
Lee
you're
and you
like,
die.
yeah. I mean, we used to do stupid stuff when I was younger, but I'm not going to shoot. I mean, I got, Shot by accident sometimes, but not.
Remember those kids that would shoot each other with BB guns when you
Yeah,
were a
we
kid?
used to do that,
real.
right.
Like, how
used to
dumb
wear
are
2
you?
or 3
Shooting,
like layers of
neck and-
jackets.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were dumb. It was very stupid.
Speaking of deer killing, I do love venison.
Yes.
What's the most fucked up thing you've ever eaten?
Oh man,
I had shark in the Taste of Chicago.
shark isn't that bad though, is it?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of gamey.
It is. It is bad.
It's a
Oh,
gamey
I know
fish.
what I had. I can go ahead. Do you?
What's that fruit called that smells like shit?
Oh yeah.
Durian.
Durian.
I've had that.
Wait, I don't know
Did you
what that
have
is.
that? I heard
Yeah.
it tastes
Durian.
really good.
Durian.
No,
It does it?
It smells like garbage.
Tastes like sweaty garbage.
It actually isn't terrible.
Oh, the one I had.
Oh, here he goes.
It's
Here
not
he goes.
terrible,
It
but
was
it
sick.
smells a
This
lot worse
may
than
get
it
me
is.
killed and banned off something. I had puffin
Ooh, the
Really?
fish.
in Iceland.
How was
What
it?
is that?
No, it's not the fish. It's the bird. It looks like
Oh.
a penguin. It looks like a penguin with the colorful beak.
What?
Sorry.
Wow.
Like a toucan?
Yeah, with a short beak. In Iceland, they eat them.
Like the Fruit Loops bird.
It was really dark meat. It was kind of gamey too, but I eat it like sushi. It was good for a second.
I realized
Wait,
I had
raw?
a,
You made a bird like
Yeah.
sushi?
They had it cut in squares like sushi.
Interesting.
That's
I
crazy.
mean, that's what they eat in Iceland, I guess. So
And I've never been to Iceland. You've told me about Iceland before. I would love to
a
go
few
there.
times, like 5 times. It's one of the most beautiful places ever. It's weird when you go there because there's no trees,
That is weird.
and you get there and you look at the buildings, and all the buildings are the same because you're like, oh wait, they don't have wood here, so how do they build buildings?
Interesting.
And then they have everything shipped.
Doesn't everyone there look like in Hitler's vision?
Yeah,
Like
no, the
blonde
guys,
hair,
the
blue
guys
eyes,
do.
like
Guys do.
beautiful.
Girls look beautiful. Girls are beautiful, and
Like
they hate
chiseled features, blonde hair, blue eyes.
You can look. There's a lot of things written about. Like they had the first female president, and then when that president went away, they had a male president that took the country into total depression, and the banks lost all their money.
Wait, so are there no minorities there at all?
What do you mean?
It's all like
White people?
yeah,
Yeah.
white looking dudes and
There's
girls.
probably some people of
So
color.
like, if someone like me who looks exotic, I could lie and say
They
anything.
hate women hate American men there because they had naval bases there and stuff like that back in the 70s, and our men used to I don't know, maybe impregnate and run on them. So we don't have great reputation. In fact, the first time I was ever there, the girl looked at me and said, "Where are you from?" I said, "America," and the blatant "fuck you" flew out of her mouth and walked away. So
Wow.
I was like, "Well, all right, I'm from Canada from here on out."
Right.
Toronto. Woo! Yeah, but it's a great, and the women are very powerful there. They don't they'll have kids they don't care about having a man. I mean, it's crazy. It's pretty awesome, actually.
And it sounds like we're all dying in the car. I've been coughing. Tim's been coughing.
I think it's the gluten allergy that's kicking in.
Are you?
Is that even real?
Yeah, sure it is.
I was going to say the breaded steak pretty much just wiped out anything bad I was feeling.
I'm
I
sweating.
actually
It was a
feel
sweet-
pretty good.
It was a
I'm
dude,
sweating
I
sweet pepper.
I could actually probably go for another steak sandwich.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing. I'm not going to do it. I've let this settle. I gradually worked my way through it. I could, in theory, eat more. I'm going to stop, though.
Why don't you get the wings on fries?
So wait, you won't split one with me?
Oh,
I would split the wings on fries.
See, this
Are
is
you
like.
guys gonna split
I'm
a regular?
down. I'm
Are you
down.
gonna split a regular? Let me say it.
Hey,
What-
you want to do the wings over fries? I'm in, man.
What
I
you
would
guys-
totally do
Let me
that.
tell you
I'm
what you
in.
guys are doing right now. Right now, you brought $500 to the casino. You're walking out,
Yep.
and then you look at the ATM machine.
Yep,
And
this
you
is
go
what
back
you're
to the
doing.
ATM and take out another $500.
That's exactly
Abe is
right.
brilliant. Yes,
This is a horrible idea.
horrible idea.
This is where you're sorry. This is where you. I mean, none of us are happy with our shirts.
What
on.
time is it right now?
As
Is it 8
is,
o'clock?
right?
It's 8 o'clock right
Yes.
now. There is a lot of people going.
If
in
I
there
needed
right
the
now.
attitude, I would date you.
It is a Monday.
I'm looking for somebody who's going to go with me on this adventure. If you're out, you're out. Don't give me any.
If you guys had to eat
I'm
everything,
taking you out of here like a good friend.
here's the way to lose weight.
I'm
If
sweating
you had,
right now.
If you had
just
to eat
thinking-
every meal on camera with all your friends watching with no shirt on, all of us would be in great shape.
I think you just
my
figured
God.
out a new podcast.
Seriously.
That's a new diet. Every meal, you just take your shirt off. I'd be eating bananas.
Skins on
I'd,
skins.
be, I'd never have a big meal.
No more bread.
yeah.
No more milkshakes.
Just watermelon.
Except you get a text message from me going, "Oh shoot, my phone's broken."
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Exactly. Oh, a base's camera's down.
Oh,
again.
it just turned back on. I don't know how all that bacon got all over my face.
Yeah, he has- yeah, red sauce all over his face.
Oh my
Is that
god!
chocolate?
Yeah.
Is that chocolate?
And you're wearing a shirt.
Well, I say James, that we have conquered the best sandwich in the world.
I love this.
And now you want to go back at it, and I
No,
applaud
Abe
you.
is the voice. Abe is the voice of reason. I salute Abe Kanan.
Oh, I'm the wrong person. to
I was
be
going to
voice
say,
of
this is
reason.
the first time Abe's ever talked me down from ordering another sandwich.
Yeah, that's fine. I like it.
Abe and I used to go to Jimmy John's, do a full sandwich, and look at each other and go, want to split the gargantuan?
Oh, it's the best.
Let's do it.
God,
Let's do it.
I missed that, Base.
Let's do it.
We should do that again.
I'm not. You're the one talking me out of knocking out a breadstick
and
sandwich
see,
here.
at Jimmy John's, 1.5 sandwiches would be perfect.
Yeah, sure.
2 sandwiches, you want to puke.
That's true.
Right.
1.5, it's like, I'm still hungry.
I think
Perfect
this
amount.
is more. This is, I
Perfect
think
amount.
this is more your stomach sizes. I got to be honest. I think it's different for everybody.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well,
Some
okay.
twink isn't going to eat 1.5 Jimmy John's gargantuan.
I'll have the unwich.
Yeah. Lamar,
Please,
Lamar
will
from
you
the
take out
Bunch of
the?
Nerds.
Will you take out the bread? Will you take out the bread and just roll it in lettuce for me, please?
Could you just roll it in sandwich and mayonnaise?
I mean, at that point, and I've done that shit before, trying to lose weight, but at that point, just go buy lettuce.
Right.
Like, why are you at Jimmy John's? Why are you at McDonald's? If you're buying the McDonald's
Can I just
salad,
say? Can I
why are
interrupt
you
and
there?
say, look at how happy this man is walking with his
Oh, yeah,
pizza.
full
He just
pizza.
had a smile on his face that I've never seen.
I
Look
will-
at how happy he is.
I
with
will
his-
say this: working in radio is not a good way to lose weight.
No, it's
I always
really-
I come to work with a salad.
Oh,
with
yeah.
like a lean cuisine, and then they're like, "Hey, Bass, guess what? White Castle just sponsored our lunch today."
Oh, yeah, and we have food every morning.
Every
It's
morning,
like dinner.
I'll
Yep.
walk in at like 9:30 in the morning, and DJ Love Cheese will come up to me. Oh, hey, you see, they brought in shrimp and grits this morning. Or have you tried some of the ribs?
ribs at 8:30 in the morning.
I'm like, no. He's like, oh, you should try them. They're great. Or they brought burgers this morning.
Yeah.
James, I'm very proud of you. Like, look at the amazing food that you eat every day of your life doing this podcast.
I know this is fantastic.
How
You
are you
are
not
not.
300
Are
You
you
are
not-
not
are you-
over. You are very handsome man.
Are you
Keeping
in the
this-
gym? Are you pushing this car on
Yeah.
the way
How do
home?
you
How
do
does
this?
this work?
How does it work for you?
I need to eat better.
Good G.
I'm very aware of that.
Do you puke the food up after each?
Yeah.
I
Look,
do.
I mean, there's no way. Good woman.
Have we talked about the car that says Cark and Carne all over it?
Do you have people pulling you over and thumbs upping you and
I
stuff
was
like
just-
that?
No, but
what is
here-
the reaction of random people?
Here's the funny thing. The very first day I drove it to work, I just got the wrap. It says Boost Mobile, Carcon Carne everywhere.
It looks beautiful.
It really
It
is
looks
nice.
awesome.
Nice, stylish.
The very first day I drove to work, Lindsay Marie, our midday host, said, "Yeah, I followed you all the way on Lakeshore Drive. Cool car."
Yep.
The very
There it
first
is.
day, the person who I work right down the hall from,
Sees it.
Now, a liar could not have this car. Because a liar, everyone lies a little bit. You can't lie. Because you
Well, I
can't
was saying,
say,
like,
I
we-
wasn't there. It's like, I saw your fucking Cark and Carne car.
we can't go to Pink Monkey
Yeah,
Why not?
exactly.
after we're
Why was your
not?
car
We've been
parked out of
doing
this?
them.
Why was your car parked out of the Sybaris? I don't understand.
James, you were
Nothing
at
wrong with that.
You were at the Admiral, right? No, yeah, you were. The Cark and Carne car was right out in
They
front.
have really good chicken wings there.
On fries.
And the correct answer, Abe, is some son of a bitch is doing the same kind of podcast I am.
Fucking food
Why did
podcast.
Boost Mobile tell me?
That's
I will
awesome.
kill that son of a bitch.
I would
can't
not
believe
want
it.
to be someone to get into this car with us four right now. Just the smell that would waft into them would probably knock them out the window.
It smells like marinara sauce.
Yes,
This
that's
is delicious.
exactly what it smells like.
Nothing else? Smells like my house.
A little bit of.
Sounds good, yeah.
What kind of cologne are you wearing? Joop.
Giardero.
Yeah,
Joop.
Au jus is my favorite
Go
kind of
ahead.
cologne. All right, so Tim Virgin, you are the afternoon drive host on 97.9 The Loop.
Thanks,
You are a
James.
pleasure. You are.
God knows for how long.
What does that mean? Come on.
Fingers crossed.
Hey, you never know.
Tim is a
You
hero
never know,
of this
bro.
market. Well,
Abe
it's
needs
funny.
a job.
What I was leading up to, I hope this whole radio thing works out for all of us
Yes.
because I really like what I do and I really like the people I do it with.
Yeah.
These are my coworkers. How good are things if you guys
Hang
are
out
my
with me a couple
colleagues?
more
It's great.
times. Your wife will tell you to stay away.
For once,
trust me.
Abe and I had a meal where we don't speak of it.
Right.
We're actually proud to talk about this one. Usually we eat a lot of bad food and we
Oh,
go,
yeah. It's embarrassing.
let's just tell everybody we played Xbox tonight
Remember those
instead.
jerk-off booths they used to have all around Chicago? And every time you see a guy walking out, he has his head down. That was like Bass and I walking
Yes.
out of every meal.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Like,
Pretty
you
We
know,
awesome.
would plan 3 hours just to get that meal. When we were done,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
like,
Thought
we
I was the
mustn't.
only one.
Rule number 1: we mustn't ever speak
Well,
of
did you
this
ever
meal
see a
again.
guy walk out of a strip club alone and not have his head down and like speed walk to his
How
car?
dare you, dude? I
He was
do it all
probably
the time.
DJ.
How dare you?
Kidding me? I walk right to my car proud. How dare you?
And then
I put
you see-
another girl through college.
Then
Fuck
you-
off.
Yeah,
That's because you're the
Dare
only
you.
guy pulling a girl from that club.
yeah.
I'd be smiling too.
I would. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's false.
So Tim Virgin is the afternoon drive host on WLUP. Abe Kanan, host of Abe Kanan on Hold. Bass, his erstwhile sidekick, sitting in the back seat.
Hello.
Bass, your first time appearance on this show. We've been talking about this for a while. I know we talked about maybe doing a Reuben, some other kind of journey. I hope this fulfills.
Here's the deal. I've been begging to be on this podcast when it was you and Mike Bratton eating Mariano's barbecue.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, this sounds like a great idea. And the next thing I know, everybody but me's been invited on this
come on,
podcast.
yeah.
I'm like, dude,
I
I'm already bringing a fork. What else do I got to do?
I know what I want to do with you two. Abe too. We got to go to Kaufman's.
Yes. Kaufman's is a deli in Skokie. It's on
Yes.
Dexter. It's been there forever. It burned down, got rebuilt. Some of the best deli sandwiches.
Oh,
Which is
my
hard
favorite.
to
I love
find
it.
in Chicago. Like a really
it is.
Manny's, yes, but there's not many good Jewish deli,
Nice
like
pastrami and nice corned
pastrami,
beef. Yeah.
The
No, it's
real.
rare.
Do they have mayo? with this
It's
one?
rare, yeah.
Is it like Perry's Deli, which is delicious?
Yeah.
It's not authentically kosher, so yes, mayo is a go.
Nice.
Yeah, we should
so
totally do
good.
Kaufman's.
I'm in.
We got to do
Love it.
Kaufman's. Let's set it up, boys.
Because I think the Reuben is a perfect sandwich.
It is.
I agree.
I agree with you.
I agree.
I have no argument with that.
My number one sandwich. All right. So Abe Kanan on Hold. People can find you where?
I'm on the Loop on Mornings with Mancow, and then abecannon.com.
Can we get an Abe Kanan on Mancow character? Perhaps a Filthy Gums? Perhaps a...
Yes, this is Magellan. Hello.
Thank you.
If my hypothesis is correct, this is a great podcast.
Yes.
Thank you.
See? There it is.
That's all I needed. Tim does afternoons. So if you made it to the end of this podcast,
God bless you.
God bless you, for
Yeah.
real. Thank you for listening, and please tell a friend. This podcast, I got nothing.
Thanks, Boost Mobile.
Do you have to read the commercial again?
Sure, this podcast is brought to you by Boost Mobile.